We'll be reviewing next steps on the recall campaign with Elections Alberta. A pollster says separatist movements in Alberta and Quebec are unlikely to succeed as long as Canadians feel a persistent sense of insecurity and anxiety about the future. Abacus Data's David Coletto says that uncertainty would need to ease for a yes vote to succeed in either province. Alberta's election agency recently announced it has approved a proposed referendum question on the province's separation from Canada. In Quebec, Parti Québécois leader Paul Saint-Pierre Plamondon is promising to hold a referendum if his party wins the 2026 general election. And police and SGI are reminding people to plan a safe ride home as midnight tonight approaches and the risk of impaired driving rises. SGI says anyone planning to drink alcohol or use cannabis should avoid driving. They encourage people to choose a sober driver, call a friend or family member, use taxis or ride shares, take transit, or stay overnight. Regina Transit hours are extended tonight until 2:15 a.m. and will be free from 7 p.m. to 2:15. Paratransit service is free from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. That was your 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sasktoday.ca and 620ckrm.com.
Weather for B&A Petroleum and Swift Current with multiple locations serving southern Saskatchewan for over 30 years. See B&A Petroleum for all your fuel and propane needs. Tonight, mostly cloudy, some isolated flurries in the area, mainly late, though, and a low down to minus 11, but the wind's going to pick up out of the north-northeast, 15-25, gusting to 35. Tomorrow, cloudy. We're going to fall to a low of minus 16. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low minus 17. Thursday, partly sunny at times, high of minus 10. Friday, partly to mostly cloudy, high of minus 11. Saturday, cloudy, and a high of minus 8. Currently, in downtown Regina, overcast sky. It's minus 15, but with the wind, it feels like minus 25.
B&A Petroleum is a southern Saskatchewan family-owned business that's there for you. They've been supporting their clients for over 30 years with locations in several communities throughout the southern part of the province. B&A Petroleum is available for all your bulk fuel and lubricant needs with propane at selected locations Monday to Friday. And don't forget, their Cardlock location is accessible 24 hours for your convenience. B&A Petroleum. Fuel you once, fuel you forever.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sportscage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Regina Motor Products. R&P Winter Tire Offer is on now. Purchase a set of 4 eligible winter tires before December 31st and receive up to $120 in instant rebates. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome to an abbreviated edition of the Sports Cage. On this Wednesday, Colson is with me in studio. We're only here for a half hour. Then we're going to turn it over to the Regina Pats, Dante, Caria, and the pregame show as the Pats get set for a New Year's Eve twirl starting at 4 o'clock. Thanks for making some time. Like the big voice said, it's for Regina Motor Products, where you have probably an hour or two to get in on that winter tire deal. And you should, because have you seen the roads? We got this till like March. So don't think you're going to tough it out. Make do. $120 back on certain winter tires at Regina Motor Products right now. What we're going to do for the show today, we got a bunch of people with our contributors, as we call them, our friends, people that are on the show, with their New Year's well wishes along with their notable memories of 2025. We're going to play some of the best of clips that Curtis and Colson and I kind of thought were the best of from the Sports Cage over the last year. We're going to update you on what's going on in the world of sports tonight. Obviously, Canada, Finland, a New Year's Eve throwdown at the World Juniors. I like the Sweden-USA game, though. That one is very interesting. What's at stake for Canada? I had to look this up to make sure. A win secures first place in Group B tonight. A loss keeps them second at worst. For Finland, a win takes them to first. A loss combined with a Czechia loss. A Czechia win. Czechia.
Time now for the Saskatchewan Junior.
2-1 right now. Czechia 2-1 on Latvia. So this one's big for Finland because a Czechia win and they lose, they could drop to third. And then you got to play probably the U.S. or Sweden in the playoffs. So Finland is going to be going all out tonight, as they should. Like I said, the USA-Sweden game. We're going to get to maybe some of that in Sprinkle of the Day because I was looking at Sports Select. And you got action on both of these games. World Juniors. If you're just kind of maybe having a supper tonight and then sitting around and watching hockey like I'll be doing, hopefully, probably playing a board game of some sort, maybe a heated game of Monopoly, those Michaud boards that they sell at the flea market or whatever it is here, all different kind of games. That's what our family usually plays. We got about 13 different ones. We'll pick one of those out. But Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA, good night for hockey. Not a great afternoon for hockey for the Regina Pats Canadians. Unfortunately, the run at the Circle K Championship, formerly the Max Tournament, if you haven't heard, we had it on social media, on our Twitter page as best we could. They lost 2-1 to Edge out of Calgary, the Academy. Assistant coach Corey Sarich, former guest of the program. Why it was so heartbreaking, I watched the full game. It was back and forth. And I'm not being the homer, the local bias. Pat C's had more chances. Liam Pugh, Maddox Schultz, their little one-timer pass across the slot thing, it almost worked about 4 or 5 times. Goalie for Edge made some great saves. They missed the net. They hit post. One of those guys. So Edge hung around. They hung around. And then with a minute 40 left, it was Liam Pugh on a tip. Schultz and Gardner, his line mates, the assists. Now just hang on. We got a minute 40. Let's just hang on. But with 11 seconds left, Edge scores. Kid by the name of Ashton McCann forces overtime. Overtime, Edge comes. It's 3-on-3. I'll paint the picture for you guys out there. 3-on-3 overtime. Edge comes down. Little 2-on-1. Pat C's turn it back. They go 2-on-1. Edge comes back 2-on-1. Edge scores. 36 seconds in. So that's the end for Saskatchewan teams as far as trying to claim the Circle K Championship. I looked this up and I thought it was 4. Only 5 times has a Saskatchewan team won the Circle K Championship, the former Max Championship. The last time it was won by a Saskatchewan team, anybody? Anybody out there? Prairie Land Rentals text line 936-6262. 936-6262. Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street. You get to deal with the owner. They have the snow throwers, Husqvarna snow throwers, and anything you need rental equipment. 2017, who won that? It's only been 5 times Saskatchewan teams have won that championship. So unfortunate news for the Regina Pats Canadians as they are done at the Circle K. The one Saskatchewan team still alive on the console is Warman. And I was just looking, I'll get you the update on score. 3-0 OHA in the second on top of Warman right now. So not looking good. Not looking good there. Like I said, throughout the show, we're going to have some of the contributors or co-hosts and their best memories and New Year's wishes for you people out there. Let's start the first one with voice of the Saskatchewan Roughriders, Dave Thomas.
Hey, Sportscage listeners, it's Dave Thomas. Thanks for sharing moments with us throughout 2025. Like AJ Ouellette of the Saskatchewan Roughriders chasing down Ottawa's Bryce Carter to make a touchdown-saving tackle after Carter scooped up that Trevor Harris fumble in Ottawa. You'll remember it. He then rumbled for 81 yards before being tracked down by Ouellette at the Riders' 17-yard line. Maybe a touchdown and game-saving tackle. Wishing you and your family all the best in 2026. Happy New Year.
Yeah, that was a great play. That was memorable. Can we keep the football theme going, Colson? You got the other one there? Justin Dunk.
Hey, Sportscage people, Justin Dunk with you to share my favorite moment from 2025 on the show. And it had to be definitively Tegan Whitco's first solo Sports Cage, which she hosted on Monday, October 27th. I had the pleasure of getting to know her throughout the 2025 Saskatchewan Roughriders season on the Rider Broadcast Network. I really believe she's a rising star in the province and in the business overall. So shout out to Tegan for her first of many solo shifts on the Sports Cage. That was my highlight for 2025. In 2026, I hope everyone has a happy new year, and let's see if the Riders can go back-to-back winning Grey Cups for the first time in franchise history.
All right. Yeah. Tegan's first show. That was a good one. We got to hang on to her. We don't want Tegan leaving, getting the job offer somewhere else, the big shiny lights or whatever. So yeah. Can we go Farhan? I want to hear Farhan's. Let's go Farhan's.
Hi, Sports Cage listeners. Farhan Lalji here. Thanks for sharing memories with us all year long, like when I picked Montreal and Saskatchewan to make it to the Grey Cup game this year. Now, I'll admit, in training camp, I did pick Montreal to win that game. I carried that with me all season. But then the week of the game, right at the end on Friday, I flipped, took the Riders, and I know they're still celebrating in Regina. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah. Prediction. The prediction. My favorite Farhan prediction was Davis Alexander last year when he said he was gonna go in a quarterback and take over. He was right. The guy's got an eye so far. We still got some more to come. Luke, Arash, Glenn, Sharky, Eric, and Greg from Piffles. I don't know if any of them, their favorite memory is going to be me hosting the Sports Cage, but when Last Mountain Distillery was here, it should be. That was fun. It is Wednesday. We usually do it on Thursday, but we're not here tomorrow because it's a holiday. Let's do the SJHL report right now with our friend Benny Walchuk.
Time now for the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League reports with Benny Walchuk on the Sports Cage. The SJHL report is brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, GP Financial Services, and Aviso Wealth. If you need a second opinion on your retirement plan, Chad and his local team are available for a no-obligation meeting.
Benny, hook up that microphone, bud. Let's talk. Oh, you got her worked out there? We might have some technical difficulties. No, still not working. Benny's at the no, testing 1 2. That's all right. Okay, Coulson, you work on that with Benny. SJHL, but the other reason we're going to talk to Benny here in a bit is the Viking Cup is going on. In Camrose, Alberta, the Viking Cup came back. If you haven't been following along, SJHL squad, coached by Drew Koshier, is 2-0. Are you there now, Benny?
I am.
Okay. So are they on the ice right now against the University of Alberta, Augustana?
Yeah, they're on the ice right now. They're going to play Augustana today, have the day off tomorrow, and then they'll play Sate on Friday to wrap things up.
And then that's it?
That's it. Yeah, everybody's back to their teams. I'm sure, especially Yorkton Malville playing Friday. I'm sure those guys are trying to get back. I don't think they're going to make it back from Camrose for the game Friday, but I'm sure their coaches would like them to have back for the Highway 10 battle on Friday.
So was this just a round robin? There's no final? They don't... Lost him again. You got mic issues. That's interesting. It's kind of a round robin of it, but it's good. But the thing that the Czechia team, Czechs, it was 2 days ago, SJHL down Czechia 7-2. So then they're still undefeated. Like Benny said, on the ice. Let me know when you get him back, because I want to know if he knows the score right now and anything else, Coulson. But while we wait, let's go to Luke Mullender's as we pull it up here. Luke Mullender's favorite moment of 2025.
What's going on, Sportscage listeners? It's your boy, Luke Mullender. Listen, thank you for sharing all of your incredible memories from a great 2025 Grey Cup championship season. The play that's always going to stick out for me was the goal line forced fumble to seal the Grey Cup in 2025 for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Defense always wins championships. You guys know that. Let's go get another one in 2026. Happy New Year from my family to yours.
There's Luke Mulder. Okay, continuing with the SJHL report, we can't get Benny back. Unfortunately, we got some technical difficulties. But like he said, we have some games coming up tomorrow. Battleford at Kindersley, and then Friday, the Battle of the Garlic Belt, Highway 10, Melville, Yorkton, 7 p.m. in Yorkton. Also, Melfort's making the trek up to Flin Flon. So those are the games Saturday. And as we turn the corner into 2026 here, and you look at the standings, Weyburn's leading the Bungie division, 42 points. Estevan trailing them. Kindersley and Battleford and Humboldt, they're all battling for the Nutrien. Kindersley leads with 35 points. In the UPL, Flin Flon, 43, Nipawin, and then Melfort, which Melfort hasn't had the year that a lot expected. They're sitting at 25. Are they going to turn the corner? Possibly. Possibly. Benny knows more. We'll get Benny back. Maybe we'll get him on Friday. Our SJHL reports are always brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor of GP Financial Services and Aviso Wealth. If you have the company plan, like most people do out there, and you think you're all set and things are going to be good down the road, you might want to get that looked into. Chad and his team, they've helped out many. They'll just structure things, make sure things you are set up right. Job changes, life changes. Maybe you're retiring from the farm. Chad from Craig, Saskatchewan, he knows a thing or two. He can help you out. Come by for a coffee. Find out more at www.gpfinancial.ca. Let's go to Sprinkle of the Day, Colson, for Sports Select. Sports Select, where you can just simply make your picks online now, like tonight, if you're sitting around playing board games with the family and you want out of the corner of your eye watch Finland, Canada, maybe Sweden, USA, which is going to be another one. You just make your picks online. It generates the QR code for you. You go to the Lotto Spot retailer. They scan it. You got your ticket right there. Or you can fill it out. It's okay. And then the other thing we found out a few months ago here on the program is if you go to the sportselect.com site and you see the little S above the game, like Sweden, USA, Finland, Canada, which we're looking at, if you're watching the stream at youtube.com right now, that means you can play those games standalone. It's like you're in a Vegas sports book. If you want to recline your lazy boy tonight and squint and pretend you're at the Caesars Palace sports book, go nuts. Because you can just play the one-off. Sweden, 240, USA, 2. A tie game pays $390. That's the pro line. If you want to go point spread, USA's minus a half goal, and the over-under is 6.5. I don't know where to go on that one. That one's going to be full of emotion. Canada, Finland, let's look at that while we decide. Finland's 450. Talk about underdog. 450 on the pro line. Canada's 140. Canada's 1.5 on the point spread, and the over-under is 6. I'm going to go USA, Canada, parlay, combo, both on the pro line. No overtime action, nothing. Like I said, you make your picks, generate the QR code, scan it, Lotto Spot retailer, you're good to go. Must be 18 plus to play responsibly. Every bet is 100% legal. Your chance of winning cash in hand. Bet on the original Sports Select. Sports ticker time? We're going to get a setup here. We'll let you know what's going on in the world of sports today with our sports ticker.
It's time for the Sports Ticker.
Okay, the ticker is for Reliance Heath, home of the combo play right now. The bundle and save. Rent a new water heater and softener together. Get $400 in cash back. Call on Reliance today. Also, Extreme Hockey and Sport, home of the price match guarantee. Boxing Day sales are ongoing at Extreme Hockey and Sport right now. And built in Western Canada for Western Canadians. Steelcraft doors in Regina. What do we have going on? We talked about the World Juniors tonight. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. Latvia, Czechia on right now, 2-1 Czechia as we go. Western Hockey League, 4 o'clock. That's why we're only here for a little bit. 3:30, they're going to take over the pregame show. Regina Pats hosting the Moose Jaw Warriors, 4 o'clock at the Brandt Center. SJHL Battleford welcomes Kindersley. At the Circle K, it ended for the Regina Pat Canadians in overtime. A 2-1 loss to the Edge Academy out of Calgary. At the U18 Hockey Classic in Saskatchewan, we have the final. Puck drop a few moments ago. Saskatoon Blazers, Estevan Bears are going at it. And Canadian teams skating in the NHL. Winnipeg is in Detroit. Calgary welcomes the Philadelphia Flyers. That'll be a good New Year's Eve in Calgary. And then Boston is at the Edmonton Oilers. That's your sports ticker. Again, for Reliance Heath, Extreme Hockey and Sport, Steelcraft Doors in Regina. Arash Madani, what was his favorite memory of 2025 and the Sports Cage, Colson?
Hello, Sports Cage Universe. It's Arash Madani. Always a pleasure coming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I get 2025, the Riders won the Grey Cup. But there was no issue that brought more passion, more opinion, more debate than the CFL changing its rules. And I think one of my favorite parts of this entire year was dissecting every possible thing that went into it and really the unknown of what's ahead. And when Stu Johnson came out just last week and said the same, he's waiting to see how it all plays out. Something tells me we're going to be talking about this a lot in 2026 and 2027 too. Happy New Year, everybody. It's been a blast. Looking forward to continuing it into the new year.
The Sports Cage Clutch Performer for Nick's Service in Emerald Park. Your local Massey Ferguson Challenger, Rogator, Gleaner, and Fendt dealer. Call 781-1077.
Okay, quickly, my Clutch Performer for Nick's Service. Doug Armstrong, everyone that has to assemble this Canadian team for the Olympics. It came down today, and I know a lot of you have snubs and all that. Sharky and I want to get into that Friday with you. If you're watching the stream on YouTube through sportscage.com, there it is. There's the Team Canada roster right there. I like that Tom Wilson made it. I'm surprised that Mark Stone made it. Surprised that Bo Horvat made it.
Eric's going to be upset. No Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett could be the biggest snub. Not Eric Francis. Here's the one thing. If anybody listened to Doug Armstrong today and everything that happened, if you caught this 4 times, he mentioned the World Championships. The World Championships. And you know who didn't go to the World Championships last year? Connor Bedard. Tinfoil hats on. There's my theory. Clutch Performer for Nick's Service in Emerald Park. Your local Massey Ferguson Challenger, Rogator, Gleaner, and Fendt dealer. How about Glenn Suter? Do we have...
Hi, Saskatchewan. Glenn Suter here from TSN and contributing member to The Cage. It is an honor to be part of a show that covers all levels of sport, but talks about a variety of other things like pop culture or music, or even updates on a bear that walks around the neighborhood in the summer that we've called Bob. But it is a sports show, and what a year for football in the province of Saskatchewan at all levels. Congratulations, Rider Nation. And to Corey Mace, the Saskatchewan Roughriders, top to bottom, and led by a quarterback in Trevor Harris, who walked it like he talked it when he said in the Western Final, it is our time, and then went out and got it done in Winnipeg against the Montreal Alouettes in the Grey Cup Championship. So one thing I've learned in sports throughout the years is that it's very hard to win no matter what level you're playing. So enjoy it, Saskatchewan. I know you will. Have a very safe New Year's celebration, and we will see you on the other side.
Oh, Glenn. Love you. I can't wait to talk to Glenn on Friday. The show is more than just sports. It is pop culture. It is music. It is bears wandering through neighborhoods and bad lawns and all that. Bulls fan, greetings from Florida. Thanks for always listening out there. Also, Colin in Pierogieville, Yorkton, as he calls it. It wasn't 2006. Last Saskatchewan team to win the Max or the Circle K, 2017, Pat C's won it. But before that, it was Notre Dame, and then the Contacts won it in 04-97, and then North Battleford, my year, playing against those. I think Haji was on that team, coach of the Pat season, 90 and 95. All right, let's go to Sharkies.
Hey, Sportscage fans, Sharky here. And first off, Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great time with all your family and friends, enjoying the holiday season as it is. Secondly, I want to point out two of my favorite things that happened this year on the cage. One was the interview with Glenn Suter when he showed off his front lawn where the bear was hanging out. Glenn, you got to do something about that grass. That's terrible. And two, our in-studio interview with Ross Mahoney, where I pointed out that he looked like the most interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercial, and he responded accordingly. Those are two of my favorite stories from the year, two of my favorite interviews, and I look forward to some great interviews as we go ahead in 26. Happy New Year, everyone.
Sharky will be with me on Friday for Flooring Superstores, as always. It's a Wednesday show. It's for Regina Motor Products. Good folks over there. How about Eric Francis? I'm curious on our boy who, again, he's going to be with us on Friday, Eric Francis, and his memories of 2025.
Hi, Sportscage listeners. It's Eric Francis here in Calgary. Thanks so much for listening to Barney and I and the crew all year long. So many ridiculous debates and insights and jokes and laughs. My favorite being when Barney urged me to dig deep into my drawer here in my office to find my Blockbuster video card. What an incredible moment. I haven't left the house without it since. What an incredible array of discounts and promotions that entitles me to every time I go to get another movie. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody, and please be kind. Rewind.
That's the first time I've heard that. Oh, I wouldn't expect anything else from Eric. He'll be with us on Friday as well. And then it was a year ago yesterday or a year ago today?
Today.
A year ago today, I got to meet Greg from the Piffles podcast. Here is Greg's memory.
Hey, Sportscage listeners, Greg here, Piffles podcast. I cannot believe that last New Year's Eve was my first Sportscage with Barney, and this year has flown by. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for joining in the conversation. And thank you for sharing memories like me and Barney debating on which band could sell a mosaic and how heated that got, to laughing along with Eric Francis and his 4 touchdowns in the media game and how he kept the ball. Wishing you all a happy New Year's and go Riders.
Oh, man, that is so fun. I know it's cheesy and it's kind of like, thanks everybody for, but I'm seriously, thank you. Doing this as a kind of a, asked to do this job for a bit and be like, I'll do it for a bit, whatever. Colson, you've been amazing. It's been an awesome year. I know there's ups and downs and there's a lot behind the scenes. It's challenging. 3 hours of talk, 4 days a week, let alone 5 is hard. So be kind. We like to take the show in a different way, right? I'm not the jock sniffer. I'm not the stat guy. I'm all that. We just like to have fun. And we're looking forward to Friday, looking forward to tonight. Colson, thanks so much for everything you do. It's for Regina Motor Products. That's it for Wednesday. We are going to pass it over to Dante and the Regina Pats broadcast after this.
Canada's Conservatives have put forward a bill that will unlock our nation's true potential by rewarding those who build and invest in Canada. The Canadian Sovereignty Act introduces measures such as the Canada First Reinvestment Tax Cut to eliminate capital gains tax on reinvestments in Canada, ensuring that money stays here and builds our great economy. My name is Warren Steinley, your Conservative Member of Parliament for Regina Louvain, and I will always be on Saskatchewan's side.
Paid ad by Warren Steinley.
Dan from Croft Electric talks about why electrical work on the farm should be left to the professionals.
Focus on what you're good at. You're a good farmer, whether it's a grain farmer, it's a rancher, whatever it is, you focus on that. Let us take the electrical off your plate. Let us do it right, do it once, and we'll always be